Okay, so unpopular opinion, children birthday parties are trash. I said it, I don't care. Before our kids were born, me and their dad decided we were breaking that tradition. But what do you do if you don't throw them a birthday party? We go and do cool fun stuff with our kids. Our son's 5th birthday just passed, and this is how we celebrated. The first stop of the day was a place called the Drunken Laugh. His birthday was in October, so they were doing a haunted theme. The host led us to our tables where we had to write down our evil scientist name. I think mom was like Professor Wop or something like that. It's like, no, let me stop. But no, after we put on all of our gear, the host prompted us with different science experiments to help our kids with, and they had a blast. The science experiments were geared towards the 5 senses, so they were able to touch stuff, hear stuff, see stuff, smell stuff, and even taste stuff. This place is a great sensory experience for kids, especially if your kids like to touch everything, like please. And they even got to make and take home their own slime. When everything was done, they took pictures and they were given certificates for being great little scientists. The next stop of the day was the Museum of Ice Cream. I forgot to add that all of this took place in New York and every activity was a scheduled time slot. But back to the video. As soon as we walked in, they started handing out ice cream, and then they even had a little bar area. I was like, hold on, because they really thought about everybody. Like, how they knew I needed a drink? Give me that. We started making our way through the museum, and when I tell you that every station had treats and ice cream, I'm not exaggerating. This is also a great place to go if you like taking pictures. Every room was uniquely designed and just made you want to stop and look around for a second. They even had hidden gems in there, like this secret bouncy house that my kids found. And I say secret because me and their dad was about to walk right by this, but the opening is at a children's eye level, so they were able to see inside. I damn near broke my back for that footage. As we continued through the museum, the kids continued getting treats and touching anything they could get their hands on. I'm not gonna lie, at this point in the museum, I was like, okay, this was cute. Like, I'm thinking it's almost over. We walk in towards what I think is the exit. They like to get to the next level. You gotta take a slide. What? Yes, please. What the? Of course we want to take the slide. We got to the next level and it was like a secret party down there. They were handing out more ice cream, more treats. I was like, what the? Normally when my kids ask for snacks back to back, I'd be like, no, you just had one. This place said F all that. Your kids want crack. We giving them crack. But I couldn't even say nothing because I was still feeling my drink from earlier, so I'm like, F it, we all lit. My kids said, Mommy, Dada, hold our cotton candy, and took off running. We turned around, it's an entire arcade and playground behind us. I'm not even gonna hold you. At this point, all I could hear was back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. For some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. No, because I feel like there's a big misunderstanding. Like, I never asked to be an adult. Some of y'all wanted to be grown when y'all was younger. That was not me. Like, I just woke up one day and I had bills. It's not fair. Like, what the fuck? For our next stop of the day, we went to a place called Cricket's Candy Creations, and I clearly didn't think this through. If I would have known the Museum of Ice Cream was going to give our kids treats at every single station, I would not have booked this as the next activity, but it was too late. And of course, my kids were in heaven, so this place is pretty self-explanatory. The kids went from room to room making different creations out of candy. They even had a station where they could paint with edible paint and eat the paper. I will say that everywhere we've been so far was nice and clean and organized, and I really appreciate that because if I go somewhere and it's dirty, I'm leaving. They gave the kids boxes so that they could take their creations to go, and then at the end, they had a candy trivia and dance party. And after all of that, their father still bought them something out the candy gift shop. The next stop was the Gazillion Bubble Show. And I don't know about y'all's kids, but our kids love bubbles. So we knew that this was the perfect show to take them that would actually hold their attention. And their father spoils them, so he got us front row seats so our kids could have the best experience. Overall, we were enjoying the show, but then we got caught by surprise when our daughter and this other kid got called on stage out of the entire audience. Like, what are the odds? Some of the other kids was looking like, why did they get chosen? It's like, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Nah, but seriously, they had the best time here, and I personally never seen so many bubbles in my life. After that, we went to Inter, which is another sensory and interactive museum. As soon as we got there, they gave us these special glasses and we headed up the escalator. The experience was completely different when you put the glasses on versus when you took them off, which is very similar to the experience of your life when I'm in it versus when I'm not. Anyway, I tried my best to put the glasses over the camera so y'all could see what I could see, but the video does it no justice. In person, it looked like my kids were disappearing right before my eyes and it was freaking me out. No, but overall, the place was really cute and cool. It wanted to be me so bad. This is another good place to go if you want to take some really nice pictures, but we really just went there to kill time before dinner. Now, for breakfast and lunch, we just grabbed little things in the city, and with the ice cream and treats in between, we were good. That held us over, but by the time dinner came around, we were starving. We took an elevator to The View, which is a restaurant located inside of the Marriott that overlooks Times Square. Inside of The View, you'll find Le Petit Chef. All my French-speaking followers, let me know if I said that right. But yeah, on Google, it says that this is an immersive theater and dining experience, but I don't think that does it justice. This was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. You literally watch as a tiny chef creates a 4-course 3-course meal right before your eyes. I promise if it wasn't digital, I would have tried to put him in my pocket because my boy was chefing it up. Now, I'm a wine girl, so besides the little chef cooking my food, my other favorite part was that with each dish, they gave you a wine that paired perfect with it. Normally, when we go out to eat, my kids occupy their time when they wait for their food by coloring on one of the little kid menus or talking amongst each other. But this was a different dining experience for all of us, and you can tell that everybody's attention was completely captured by the tiny chef and everything going on at the table. I promise I'm not dragging it when I say this. Everything this little chef made was delicious. And I know I'm not Keith Lee or nothing, but I would say overall the entire day was a 9.2 out of 10. Save this if you need ideas for fun stuff to do with your kids in the city, and let me know if you want more. Thanks for watching. Bye!